Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome, my dear students. This is Maher Abu Sarhan. This would be our last lesson in 6th grade. Today, inshallah, we will talk about reporting verbs. Reporting verbs. Let me zoom in here. If you remember in a previous lesson about reported speech, I told you we can use these verbs as a reporting verb, such as say and tell. So the most common reporting verbs are say and tell for statements. Also, we can use tell and ask for comments and questions, but already this is excluded. This is excluded. However, there are other reporting verbs that we can use to report what the person said more accurately. And I prepared for you a worksheet, and I will send it to you, a worksheet about these verbs and how to use them. Let me show you the worksheet that I prepared. Let me see here, one moment. Okay, now let me stop this sharing. And let's share this one. It's a PDF file. Okay, here we go. As we said, we use say and tell for statements, but we use these verbs. Let me use a full screen. A moment. Okay, here we go. But we can use some other verbs as reporting verbs, such as agree, offer, promise, refuse, threaten. But look here, we use a full infinitive, a full infinitive. You can watch that in the example. Let me give you an example. We'll increase your salary if you do this project. They promised to. You see, we use it to, which is full infinitive, to increase my salary if I did that project. So now we know how to use the first group. Remember to use full infinitive. Group number 2, advise, beg, command, invite, order, persuade, remind, warn. But here we use an adjective. Look here in the example, which is highlighted with yellow. We use an adjective, then full infinitive. Let's get this example. We should come to the office party next Thursday. She reminded me to come to the office party the next Thursday or the Thursday after. Group number 3, deny, suggest. We use a gerund. They are followed by a gerund. Look at the example, the one highlighted here with yellow. We can go to cinema on the weekend. She suggested going to cinema on the weekend. Okay. The 4th group, admit to, accuse somebody of, apologize for, post about. So we use here, as you see, at the end of each verb, a preposition, then a gerund, then a gerund. Look at the example. Apologized for. See the highlighted one? I'm sorry, I come late. He apologized for coming late. But I want to draw your attention. We also can use some verbs with gerund or to infinitive or that clause and so on. Let me show you example. If you look at deny, we can use a gerund after it, but it is also belong to the 5th group, and we can use that clause. So it depends on the example given. Number 5, announce, complain, deny, explain, exclaim, promise, protest, suggest. Also suggest, it can be used with a gerund or with that clause. We'll start the competition soon. The headmaster announced. Look here, we used that clause. The headmaster announced that they would start the competition soon. Okay. Now let me stop this sharing and go back to our book. Just a moment. Okay, here we go. Now I will send you that worksheet, and I want you to read these examples carefully so you know how to use the reporting verbs. Now let's get to exercises. Look at exercise 7. Rewrite the sentences or these sentences using reported speech. Remember to use these verbs that we discussed in the previous exercise, and I showed you already in the worksheet. Number 1, this customer stole a mobile phone, said the manager. So I believe here the manager is accusing someone of stealing the phone. So let me answer this one for you. The manager accused that customer. We said this one should be followed with a gerund of stealing a mobile phone. Now, my lovely students, I want you to do the rest by your own, and then I'm going to show you the answers. You may pause the video, then we proceed together. Okay, number 2, I won't do any more overtime, Philip said. The answer is, Philip refused to do any more overtime. So we're using the refuse here, this verb with to or with the full infinitive. We didn't work without our hard hats. The answer here, the workers denied working. As you see, we use deny, then it is followed by a gerund without their hard hats. Number 4, we will increase your salary. I gave you already this example in the worksheet. The answer, they promised to increase my salary if I did that project. Number 5, let's check these figures once again. Figures means numbers. The answer, the accountant suggested. We said that we can use suggested with that clause, but this example, it's a suggestion. So we use a gerund, suggested checking those figures again. Finally, I split soup down the lady's back. I spilled it on the lady's back. The waiter admitted spilling soup down the lady's back. Okay. Finally, my lovely students, I'm going to send you a homework. If you go to workbook, this is the last homework I'm going to send on page 85. Yes, you need to answer exercises 3 and exercises 4. Once you finish, you go to files and you will find the model answer. Inshallah, you will enjoy it, and good luck to all of you in your final exams. Anytime you need a question or help, anytime you can contact me on Teams or on WhatsApp. And thank you so much. I really admire being your teacher for this year. So thank you so much for all of you, and to your parents for the great efforts. Thank you all. Enjoy your time. Good luck in your exams, and assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.